Alright, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope my voice is coming good and clear, and I apologize for this difficulty as a start from the beginning. We start, and may the Lord be with us. Thank you. Alright, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope my voice... Alright, well, the new YouTube is really complicated, and we're trying to figure out how this thing works. And you open an event, and then you find there's two events open, and you set the time, and then you find there's different time is set. So they still have the old YouTube. They did not delete it, and that I think the reason, the old way, which would hang out with air or an air, and that lead to confusion and this thing. Anyway, today our topic about a Muslim, a cute Muslim. He sent me this message in Patreon. His name is Yahya Abi, and I'm thinking maybe the name sound like an Indonesian name. Mr. Yahya, he said to us, "Hey Christian Prince, don't say that Jesus is God, but say the only one God is Allah." Okay. Don't you afraid with Jahannam fire? You know what? You just gave me a topic for today. I challenge any Muslim to tell me what Jahannam mean, just to show you that Islam is nothing but a scam. Jahannam is a place where people burn garbage in Jerusalem, in the borders of Jerusalem. How that can be the hellfire of Allah? Do you know how the story became about hell? Any Muslim knows? How Jahannam became the hellfire for Muhammadan. This is the place where they burn garbage. Hello? We know who is the one who mentioned the word Jahannam in the Bible, and the reason they mention it, because this place have always garbage is burning. Your God, he took the word, Muhammad, he took the word from our Bible and he put it for his hellfire. So are you threatening me that Allah will send me to the side of Jerusalem and I will be watching garbage burning? And why Allah is using Hebrew language? What happened? Quran is in Arabic. Look, but all your religion is based in languages which is not Arabic. Allah is not an Arabic word. Jahannam is not an Arabic word. Jibreel, Mikael, everything. And yet they say to us that the Quran, Allah, he sent it as a pure Arabic. Do we have any Muslim? If there is any cute Muslim would like to call us, feel free. You are more than welcome. And as long as you threaten me with Jahannam, I'm not afraid of your Jahannam, because I believe Jahannam is not made for me. And it's the Quran who said that every Muslim is going to go to Jahannam, not me. If we go in the Quran, we will find this: وَمَا مِنْكُمُ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا. This is your book. Not a single one of you, but he is going to go and enter hell. The Muslim translation, they will say, look at this translation: not one of you but shall approach it. What approach it? It doesn't say that. It says wariduha. You can read and tafsir, and you will see that wariduha mean he enter it. So according to the Quran, every single Muhammadan will enter hell. In the same time, look what happened with your prophet. In the time of your prophet, chapter 2 verse 111, the Christian, they said exactly what you said to me, but they are smart. They did not say Jahannam, which is not Muhammad is saying Jahannam, stealing from our book. You know, they did not steal from Muhammad book because he don't have a book. So look what happened, and they do not need his book. And they say none enter paradise unless he is a Jew or a Christian. What the Christian and the Jews, they say to Muhammad, nobody will go to heaven unless he is a Christian or a Jew. Okay, look what your God, smart God, he said. These their desire say, bring your proof if you are truthful. Abdul, equal opportunity. I say to you, bring your proof that even you have a heaven. Bring your proof that even you have a virgins waiting for you. Bring a proof that there is women inside the cabbage. When you open the cabbage, you will find a woman, her ass is 1 mile. Do you have any proof of what you are talking about? So look how funny Muhammad is. He could not debate them. He says, bring your proof. Okay, what do you mean bring your proof? This is about the afterlife. How you can bring a proof about afterlife? We can say the same to Muhammad. Hey Muhammad, if you have a heaven full of virgin, what is your proof? Give us your proof if you are truthful. Zero proof. People, they keep asking Muhammad for miracles. Give us a miracle, give him a miracle, and Muhammad has no miracles. For us, we have a proof. Jesus, even in the Quran, says that Jesus, he did a lot of miracles. So the one who can do miracles, he have the proof. The one who have none, he have no proof. Look what the Quran says about Allah and Muhammad relationship. The Quran confirm that Allah, he never gave Muhammad a miracle, which is proving that anyone who say Muhammad has miracles is a liar, because this is really a contradiction to the Quran. Nothing refrain us from sending. Look at this translation. What portents? Hold on. Let us change the translation. This guy, I think he is using Shish Kebab website to translate his Quran. Let us see another idiot, Yusuf Ali. And we refrain from sending the sign only because men of former generations treated them as false. Do you see it, my friend? Your God, he refrains. So where is the proof? They ask him for a proof. Allah says, I refrain from sending proof. So how come Allah is asking the Christian for a proof? They have Jesus. They have Jesus and all the miracles of Jesus. They have Moses and all the miracles of Moses. They have all the prophets. The disciple of Jesus, even in the Quran, chapter 36, witness that the disciple of Jesus, they did a lot of miracles. So why the disciple of Jesus not have miracles, but Muhammad don't have any? And not only that, Muhammad is saying, we only send our sign by the way of terror. Oh, unbelievable. Even his miracles is miracles of terror. Maybe Osama bin Laden is a miracle of Allah? He just said we have no miracles. So when a Muslim, he say to us that we refrain from sending miracles. Oh, sorry, we say to us that aren't you afraid from going to hell? What hell? Even your hell, even the word hell you have in your religion is stolen from our book. You have nothing authentic, nothing real in your book. Zero. This is your God? Your God saying, I refrain from sending miracles? Okay, the Muslim, they say that Jesus, he did miracles of Allah. So how come Allah, he gave tons of miracles to Jesus, and the time of Muhammad he became so cheap? I mean, you know what, your God Allah remind me of my grandfather. He used, you know, he became so old, he became cheap. So he used to come to visit us, and each time he see me, he says, why you don't shave your beard? Huh? Why you don't shave your beard? And one day I cannot take it no more, because he keep asking me the same question. So I said, Grandpa, give me money, I will go and shave my beard. And since then he never mentioned the word shave your beard. But he's an old man. He's like 100 years something. Your God, what's his problem? Why Allah don't want to give us the miracle so we can shave our beard? Is it really hard for God to make little miracle from Muhammad? The Muslim, they say to you that Muhammad, he split the moon. But hold on, if the moon is split really, that's mean this verse in the Quran is a lie, because this verse came after the moon splitting. Sure, I have a beard, 20-foot beard, and the other day I got a ticket because my beard was coming out of the window of my car, blocking the traffic. True story. Sahih Bukhari, brother. So what do you think? Guys, don't forget to invite your friends, because we have difficulty with this YouTube, so we created many links and now people are confused where to come. This YouTube is not the same as before. Any Muslim have anything to say? Anyone? What is the proof why Jesus is back to Islam? What do you mean back to Islam? What does that mean? You see, my English is not helping me to understand your question, Mr. Niji. What Jesus is back to Islam? I'm not sure what does that mean. Any Abdul? What is the proof that Allah is God? Who is a Muslim is willing to call me? Let me open my Skype to be sure that any cute Muslim would like to call us. When I say cute, I mean like a sheikh. Did you remember last time we have Sheikh Rohi, he called me? I'm very well. I mean, you think when you speak to a sheikh who have a PhD, you will get an answer. But even the sheikh, he was fabricating answers, and we had no choice except to get him busted with no mercy. Alright, our Skype is open. If there is any Muslim would like to call us, please feel free. So what is the proof that Allah is God? Anyone can tell me? What is the proof that Allah is God? Anyone knows? I think not even a single Muslim. And this guy who keeps coming here and says, can you tell me about Jesus? Why Jesus is back to Islam? And then he says what? I meant C.L. Edward. First, he did not come back to Islam. Secondly, you are an idiot. You kept coming here saying the same thing. You are mentally ill. And I mean, who is this guy anyway? Is he Santa Claus? And by the way, he is not. What an idiot. Muslims, they want to change the topic. They want to talk about something else. This guy, he did not come back to Islam. This is the bad news for you. Secondly, he is no one for me. Number 3, he come back, he go back, he come, he stay, who care? Number 4, you are an idiot. And you have no answer, brother. There's 7-8 billion human beings in this earth. Somebody want to go to Islam, someone will leave Islam, who care? This is not my business. People are free. Who is a Muslim? Why Arab Christian they use the word Allah? Because they live under the Islamic occupation for 1400 years. If ISIS they force and ISIS they occupy your city for 1 week, do you know what? You will forget English and you will start speaking Arabic. Not only they will change the name of your God for you. So Arab Christians they've been forced to use that word after 14 centuries of ISIS. And the proof of that, you cannot find the word Allah in any word anywhere except for those under Islamic occupation, and that Middle Eastern Christians. Any Abdul? And if you say to me in the Arabic Bible, this is a translation, the same as the Muslim they say Jesus in the translation, but in fact in the Quran there is no Jesus, there is Isa. So that is a false translation when they add the word Allah. We don't have Allah in the original Bible. So secondly, our problem with Islam is not the name. Let us say the Muslim they change the name of their God and they call him Elohim. That will not change the fact that this God is fake God. So people always they come with silly questions, very silly, as if we are debating about a name. And by the way, the name of the God of Islam is not an Arabic too. It is taken from the old Aramaic, which is Al and Lah. Lah is the moon god, Al is a word meaning God. Lah is the name. So even the Muslim, their God, his name is stolen, and not a single Muslim knows what the word means. Don't mention the name of this idiot, he is a kid. Anyone will mention the name of this Ahmad, I will ban you, literally, because this guy is a kid and he is stupid and he have mental illness, and this is not my level. So if you are stupid like him, I will ban you. Anyone can call me, my Skype is open, he can change his name and he can come and call me. Anyone, it doesn't matter who, I don't know who is calling me. But don't tell me the name of this guy. This guy, he made fun of the children of David Wood for they have illness. He is literally mentally ill. This guy, I debated him before, by the way, and he agreed that his prophet has sex with an animal. So you are talking about someone is stupid, even the Muslim don't respect him. Do we have any Abdul? Any Muslim can call me. I never said no to anyone to call me. But don't tell me your name. For I don't care how big, how small you are, how stupid, how smart you are. Here you will get what you deserve. So who's a Muslim would like to call me? Including this guy you mentioned his name. He can call me. But this guy is like a stalker. He's like a kid. He hold you from your feet. I want to debate you. 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 Okay. We did already. Call me. No problem. Do we have any Abdul? Arab who speak Arabic with PhD, they you see what happened to them. What about a guy, he don't even know how to say the name of his prophet, he don't even have high school, neither in Islam, neither in the country he live in. You see, we are debating with people who have a very high education and they could not defend for 5 minutes. What about those who don't even speak one word in the Arabic language and they don't have any education about Islam? Do we have any Abdul? Anyone? My Skype is open. Who is a Muslim can tell me and show me why Allah became God? Who made him God? And what the word Allah mean? Anyone? See? Oh, Mimi hijab will never even dare. We offer him. He in the beginning he accepted, but then he ran away. They asked him right when he left the debate with David Wood, when you will debate Christian Prince. He said, bring him, bring him, bring him. And then after that, less than 8 hours later, they spoke about me in a video, and they start insulting me, and they say will not debate me, because they knew that this is not the person to. He cannot play the game with me. He played with David Wood, saying, show me, answer me, silence me, I know your Arabic is funny. And then he supposedly he shot David Wood in the head by saying to him, Elijah, I mean God is with us. And then he shot him twice when he said, this is why it says he prayed for, not to. All right. Any Abdul? Where are they, the one who wanna refute me? Come on, refute. Don't refute me. Forget about me. I'm no one. Just call us and show us one reason to believe Allah is God. Who care about Christian Prince? Did the Holy Spirit lift Jesus from the dead? You see, first of all, when we speak about Jesus, you are talking about Jesus the flesh of a body. God never die. Our God is always living God. So the flesh is resurrected. If you know what resurrection mean, you should know better that even a human being, when we speak about a human being, we say resurrected, resurrected, which means reunite two things together, the body and the spirit. So even a human being, when they die, their spirit is not dead. And God, our God, is a spirit, my friend. The flesh die, but our God never die. So our God is always living. This is why Jesus is exist before his body is exist. When he got the body, which we saw when we came through Mary, this is after his birth. But Jesus says, before Abraham I am. So the one is buried is the flesh of Jesus, but God is always alive. So in your image, in your thinking, who is the one who resurrected who? Right? God is the one who resurrected all body, including the body of Jesus. For this is just a flesh. Isn't it Jesus says, you destroy this temple and I will build it in 3 days. I will build it. He did not say my neighbor, my friend. You destroy it, I will build it. He was talking about his body. So you destroy this temple and I will build it in 3 days. And the 3 days here is symbolic for the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit too. Otherwise he do not need the 3 days. Do we have any Abdul? Any Muslim? Until now I don't see any Abdul contacting us or saying anything. Anyone? Where is the proud Muslims who worship Allah and Allah is God? Okay, well, as long as you are not going to help us, we have to help ourselves. What we can do, right? What we can do. Look, the Muslims, they are not going to call us. The Christians, the Jews, they say only them they can go to heaven. Prove us wrong. Prove us wrong, Muslims. The Quran says, the Jews and the Christians, they say that only them they will go to heaven. What do you think? Are we really going to go to heaven, or the Muslims will go to heaven? And the Quran says, for those who make such a claim, bring your proof if you are truthful. So who is a Muslim when I give me his proof, and I will give you my proof that we are the one who will go to heaven? Anyone? Muslims, they are copying from books which Muhammad he learned from, because Islam is a counterfeit of a Christian sect, but it's mixed with many pagan belief. They have you see, Muhammad was trying to make himself as a Jew for some time. Then the Jews refuse him, so he tried to be a Nasara, because you have to join a group. You know who is the one going to approve you. This is why Muhammad he starts saying, I believe in Isa, or believe in Jesus, which is Isa, we do not know where his name coming from, and I believe he got it from a wrong pronunciation for a Greek word. And he starts saying, I believe in Musa, so the Jews can accept him. But when he give up from the Jews and the Christians, then he have no choice except to go back and pray to the Kaaba. As you remember, Muhammad was praying all this time, since the beginning he claimed to be a prophet, all the way to the direction of Jerusalem. So what happened? Why Muhammad suddenly he switched to Mecca? Mecca was not a holy place for him at that point. But because he found that there is nobody is going to take care of him except his own people, he forced them to Islam. He have victory over them by war, and now to make them like me, they like the Kaaba, we have the Kaaba. They like the black stone, I will kiss the black stone. They like to go around it, I will go around it. They like as-Safa and al-Marwa, which is a place for a man and a woman, they have sex together. We will take the Safa and Marwa as part of Islam. This is why actually, if you see in the Quran, when the Muslims they were questioning why Muhammad is saying to us, we have to practice as-Safa and al-Marwa. And actually they refuse in the beginning to do it. But Muhammad he was trying to be hypocrite to the Ansar. The Ansar they practice as-Safa and al-Marwa, and they enter into upon Islam, and he was afraid they will leave Islam, which means they will not believe in him no more if he told them no Safa, no Marwa. So look what happened. Behold, the Safa and Marwa are among the symbols of Allah. Why? Look how many symbols we have now. Look like the symbols of Allah are growing. In the beginning, the Kaaba was not a symbol of Allah. As-Safa and Marwa was not a symbol of Allah. It was Jerusalem. Then suddenly Jerusalem disappeared. And then suddenly Al-Kaaba appeared. And then the black stone. And then As-Safa, and then Al-Marwa. Why? Any Muslim can tell us? Who is a Muslim who will tell us what As-Safa and Marwa? If you read the Muslim interpretation for this, you will die laughing. They will say to you that the wife of Abraham, she walked between those two areas. Well, the wife of Abraham, she walked thousands of kilometers, according to you Muslims. She went all the way from Iraq all the way to Mecca, which is very stupid to believe. How a woman, she have little child with her, she can cross a desert where is no water, no river, all the way to Mecca. And why Mecca? Right? Any Muslim can tell us? And why the Muslim they refuse to practice as-Safa and al-Marwa? Is it true that as-Safa and Marwa it was a place where a man and a woman they have sex together inside the Kaaba, and the pagan Arab they made two statues for them in two little tiny hills? One it's called as-Safa, one it's called al-Marwa. Any Abdul? Why God? Or what's happening here? No sound. Okay, let us see. Well, I don't know. Maybe this is from YouTube. From my side it look fine. I don't see any problem. Back? Okay. Any Muslim? Do you really believe there is a God? He will describe his heaven as you see. That in the heaven we are going to have a river flow. And we will wear golden bracelet. Who like to wear a golden bracelet? Any Muslim can tell us? Who like a golden bracelet? You like to dress like Elton John? Have 10 rings in your fingers and 5 rings in your ears? And a bracelet in your hand? Is that really your interest? And that will make it heaven for you? Muhammad is speaking to those Arab, my people. They never have such a thing. They never have couches. They never have pillows. They never have anything fancy. This is a dream for them. You promise me I will wear a shirt made from silk? Are you sure? Yes, brother. So Muhammad trying to seduce those poor Arab with stupid, silly promises. Okay, what I will do, I don't know. I am not sure what the problem. I keep losing you. I think because the way the internet now is made, so now we have a problem that I have the internet running twice. Maybe let us see here. Maybe that will help it. Yeah, I think it's the internet is kind of weak. Let me see. Well, since they changed this thing, how it work, so things is messed up. All right. You have to live with it, guys. I don't know what to do. I have all my internet equipment off and look like this thing. Maybe I need to lower the broadcast yeah, I think the software where you can do the stream maybe need some tune. Let us see. Stream, where it says what kind of a streaming it is. Advanced. I don't see anything here. I mean, I'm not sure why YouTube they changed that. Video output is currently active. Please turn off output. Okay, so I can't even change it now because simply I am active. Anyway, we will live for now. You guys are talking to a guy, his name is Refuted. Where is this guy Refuted? Is he here? Is he a growing man? Is he a growing man or a kid? By the way, in case you do not know, all Muslims, they refute me. I never met a Muslim who don't do. All of them. all of them, they are going to wear a bracelet. And they will have rings in their ears. And they will sit in the couch and they will say, Christian Prince, we have a couch in our heaven. In the heaven of Jesus, you don't have a couch, Christian Prince. Not only that, brother. There is two heaven. Heaven, two heaven. One is made from gold and one is made from silver. And don't forget, my friend, the boys, my brother, the boys will serve you there. They are very beautiful and they will not bleed. Look at this, brother. Look at this, brother. Not only you will wear a green silk, brother, you have 80,000 little child. They are going around you, brother, with no clothes. Yeah, the first class and second class. You are right. Any Muslim will tell us, what is this? This is God speaking. And then here we go. And then a green garment and fine silk and brocade, brother. By the way, Allah, one verse he says he will wear a green garment and a golden bracelet, but in this verse it says silver. Allah, he forgot. Any Muslim can tell me why he is saying that you will wear a green garment in one verse and silver, and one verse saying gold? Which one of them is correct? Any Muslim? Look at this. In this chapter, chapter 18, verse number 31, it says you will wear bracelet from gold and you will wear green silk. Okay, go down a little bit. Chapter 35, verse number 33, it says that you will wear bracelet from gold and pearls. Now we have more pearls. Okay. But in chapter 76, verse number 21, we have silver. So what we will do now? Allah don't remember what he said yesterday? Any Muslim want to tell us what's happening? Is it a bracelet from gold or from silver or pearls? Anyone? And not to forget that Allah in heaven, he will give us wine mixed with ginger. Don't you like to drink wine with ginger? Obviously this is from God. Only God can mix wine with ginger. What is that? The menu of Allah in the kitchen of Allah in heaven? So in the heaven of Allah we are going to drink wine with ginger. And we wear a bracelet. But Allah is not sure if it's gold or silver. And all of us, we will wear a green clothes. That's fantastic, my friend. The most boring color to be a cloth for anyone. I cannot imagine myself for a second wearing a green shirt. Green shirt Why Allah promising us a green shirt? Any Muslim can tell us? What is the reason? What's wrong with the, even this doesn't fit with the topic. Islamic heaven is full of boom boom, so it should be like a red shirt. Huh? Pink? Me wearing pink? No way. And Abdul heaven, why, what is the point of this thing? And there is in heaven, there is the fountain of youth. From fountain of youth, you drink, you stay forever young. Here we go. We will have Captain Jack Sparrow looking for the fountain of youth. What do you want more? Now I understand why this guy, he said to me, you should say Allah is God. Obviously he must be God. And by the way, the fountain of youth is mentioned in the hadith by Muhammad too. Let us find you the hadith where Muhammad, he mentioned that there is a fountain. If you drink from it, you will never die. Okay, where is the hadith? Where is the hadith? Aha, we found the hadith. Because a Muslim, he might say, is lying. There is no such a thing in Islam. Okay. Let us see. Where is the fountain? Here we go. And by the way, this fountain is exist in the earth too, but look like Allah will open a branch with it, from it. He will take like a pipe to the heaven of Allah. So look what happened. According to Muhammad, there is a prophet, his name is Al-Khadr, who his name was given because he drank from this water. At the rock there was a water spring called Al-Hayat. What Al-Hayat mean? Life. So there is a water spring called the water of life. Amazing, brother. So beautiful. And none, brother, none come in touch with it. Just touch it. You don't drink it yet. You just touch this water, brother. And none come in touch with it, brother, with its water, but become alive. What do you think, Muhammadan? This is God speaking about the water of life, fountain of youth of Captain Jack Sparrow. Who took this story first? Jack Sparrow took it from Muhammad, or Muhammad took it from Gilgamesh? There's many legends long before Islam speaking about a fountain. It's called the fountain of youth or the fountain of life. In the history of the Persian, in the history of the Aramaic, in the history, all of them. And the story actually says it clearly that this fountain should be found in Al-Bahrain. You know, the country is called Bahrain now. This is supposedly where he found the fountain. Any Muhammadan want to tell me who is a Muslim believe in this? Who is a Muslim believe in what we see in front of us? And this is what Muhammad said. This is what your prophet said, not me. Anyone? Who is going to tell us? If who is a Muslim really is brave to say I believe in this, I have no problem with it. What do you think? Anyone? The fountain of youth is oil. You see, if you say, imagine, like, you know, the Muslim, they make speeches. As an example, they say, I mean, you know, we believe in common sense, we believe in logic. Muslims believe in logic. You are right. And this is logic in front of you, that there's a guy, his name is Al-Khudr, which means a green, and the reason he was called a green, because simply he drank from the water of life. So this Mr. Green, according to the Muslims, he witnessed the funeral of a prophet Adam, because Adam is a prophet for the Muhammadan, and he was in the funeral of Noah, the funeral of Muhammad, the funeral of Moses, and he is now listening to us. He's alive. Why? Because he drank from the fountain of youth. The funny that Moses, he went there. I don't know why Moses did not drink from this fountain. You see, a guy who was traveling from all the way from Jerusalem went all the way to the Gulf, the Persian Gulf, and he arrived to the fountain of youth. Did not he drink from it? So why Moses did not live forever? Any Muhammadan? By the way, I have this water. If any one of you would like to drink this water, let me know. This is why, like, you know, last time I went to the store to buy a crazy glue. A crazy guy from Walmart, he says to me, "Are you under 18? Are you over 18?" No, actually, he said, "Are you over 21?" Something like that. And I was like, what I did? Maybe by mistake, before I come here, I drank from the water, I save it in my fridge? The water of life? I was really afraid that I did use because this water, I'm saving it for like when get really old. I will touch it only and come back like very young. And the guy, he says to me, "Are you over 21?" I was looking at him. I mean, is this guy an idiot or an idiot? I mean, come on, I look young, yeah, but not to the point you think I'm under 18, brother. Like, come on. Unbelievable. Any Abdul? Take it as a compliment. Okay, I will take it as a compliment, Renate. Thank you. I never thought about it this way. I took it seriously. You know, I did like what women do. I open the camera and I start looking at the phone. You know, the only one who open the phone and they start moving their head left and right, you think they are talking, but they are not. They are using the phone as a mirror, is women. She put the phone in front of her, and then she start moving her head to the right and then to the left, and then like her lips, like they are doing something in their lips for the lipstick. And the mirror, I mean, the phone have a different use for women, that's for sure. Even some of them, they use the phone as a mirror without even turning the screen on. So, any Abdul? Who is a Muslim who will tell us if he believe really in this? Is that the proof that Allah is exist? That he believe in the fountain of youth, and the fish or the whale touched the fountain of youth water, and she escaped and she run in the ocean? And brother, after she run in the ocean, she escaped from, look at the story. How story is very convincing, by the way. The story is serious and very convincing. So some of the water that spring fall over the fish. If. So it moved and slipped out of the basket and entered the sea. I mean, and you are telling me that Muhammad is not a prophet? The story here, it must be true story. Who in here think really for a second, there's no way you think that this guy is fabricating a lie? This must be true story. So brother, some of the water, brother, touched the fish. Touch it. The fish did not drink it, because I wanna see the fish drinking the water, by the way. That will be a nice selfie. So the water touched the fish, brother. And here, by the way, you notice like the structure of the story is very convincing and very deep. Not only just a story, any story, it's a very convincing story. Very beautiful. Additional proof that the prophet is the prophet. But those kuffar don't want to believe. What we can say, brother? They don't want to believe. So this is a convincing story. So some of the water, brother, and I can imagine now how many, their mouth is open, and this is very true story. Some of the water, brother, of that spring fall over the fish. Brother, question: how the water fall over the fish, brother? Brother, it's very simple. They put the basket next to the spring, and the spring of water is a fountain, brother. So it's going to make water scattered around. So one of the drop of the water fell on the fish. Very simple. Okay, brother, I guess I got it now. I got it now. Okay, so it moved. See, the fish now came back to life, because remember it says, none come in touch with it but become alive. See here how the structure of the story is so good. All right, this is very, 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 very strong, convincing story. No, none come in touch with it of water become alive. So when some of the water of the spring of that water fall in the fish, so it moved and slipped out of the basket. Look. I mean, you cannot trust these days to put a fish in the basket no more. This is why in Walmart they don't put them in basket no more. They put them in the freezer. I mean, you notice now? I was asking myself, why in the freezer, not in the basket? Why in the freezer? Because somebody might bring some water, drop the water in the fish, the fish slip in his pocket. Actually, today I saw, sadly, I saw a woman. She is like 70 years old. She was arrested in Walmart. I was in Walmart today. This is my 5-star hotel. She was arrested for what they call it, Islamic practice, halal, what they call it, halal. It's like, taking things without paying for it from the Christians, from the Jews. Anyway, she was practicing a good ethic. And imagine a woman almost in her 70. Why you humiliate yourself and you steal something from Walmart? I mean, is it worth it in this age to go to jail? I mean, how stupid a human being is. What you get? Some cheese? What you will steal? Is it worth it? In this age to be humiliated? Very disgusting. Anyway, let us go back. Maybe she was trying to steal some of the water of the fountain of youth, because she want to go back to be 17 again, and enter the sea. And then, guys, Musa woke up and he asked his attendant, bring early meal for us. Early meal? What is that? The fish. See, brother, the fish was an early meal. There's an what early meal? A fish is an Musa, he liked to eat in the morning a fish. Do you see? The first thing Musa he do, he woke up in the morning, he's eating a fish. For me, I don't like, by the way, to eat fish in the early morning. I like shark. Because it's, you know, and by the way, in Arabic here, it doesn't say fish, it says a whale. Whale. And the narrator added, Musa did not suffer from fatigue except after he had passed the place and he had been ordered to observe. Look. You see, Musa's, he did not suffer from fatigue, which means the one who made him fatigue now is Allah, because he wanted him to tell him, like, come on, you passed the point. Like, you have to stop back there. Like, hello. So Musa's, when he passed that point, keep going, Allah made him feel fatigue. And you are telling me what is the miracle? This is a miracle. So he had fatigue. He never had fatigue anywhere. Only after he passed that point, brother. Yeah, this is what it says in Arabic. Hoot. In Arabic, the word hoot is a whale, not a fish. Here we go. Let me show it to you. Anyone who speaks Arabic, hoot. This is a word mean whale, not a fish. This is why later you will see that this whale, when he go inside the sea, he leave. Did you watch? What is a movie like? It's full of fantasy about the sea. It's like, so he move in the sea, and he leave like a highway, hard, like the sea will become like a floor. Wherever this whale goes, it's going to show that later. And then his attendant Yeshua bin Nun. Look at the name, even the name, Yeshua bin Nun. Do you know what Nun mean? Who knows what Nun mean? Who knows what Nun mean? Anyone? Noon, actually, in the original language, in the Aramaic, noon is a whale. All right. So the guy, his name is Yeshua, son of whale. Look at this coincidence. I mean, this is amazing, beautiful. The story about a whale in the basket. And even the servant of Musa, his name is Yeshua, son of whale. True story. And then he said to him, do you remember what happened when we took ourselves to the rock? I did indeed forget about the fish. See, Musa now he felt fatigue and he want to eat. So he slept, he took a nap and he slept. And then he asked his servant, Yeshua, the son of whale, to prepare the meal. Or the meal, sorry. And then they found that the fish is gone, or the whale is gone. The narrator added, so they came back, retracting their steps, and they found in the sea the way the fish looking like a tunnel. Like what? Yes, brother. The fish, yes, she slept in the sea and she walked in the sea. However, she left behind her footsteps. And by the way, this is very normal in the Middle East. And those things happen only to Middle Eastern. And I am a Middle Eastern, and you know it. Any Muslim wanna call me? Somebody wanna, what his name? Dance Barbara. I mean, what kind of a name this name is? Dance Barbara. She wanna call me. What she wanna do? She wanna dance? Are you good in dancing? Are you a performance or something? What we will do if she call? Are we going to dance over the whale? Okay, let me add this person to see this. What does this person want? Maybe it's a Muslim want to say something. Maybe it's not. Okay. All right, my friend. You can call me if you wish. Let me say hi to you first. Actually, already I said hi to you. Call me back if you like to call. I will call you. I hope he's a Muslim. Are you sure he's a Muslim? Oh, I think he answered finally. I hang up. I thought he would not answer. Answer, my friend, answer. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. What do you want to say to us? You are live on air.
Okay. Hello. I am a Muslim, but not a Muslim. I'm an American convert.
I think you are a troll.
Troll? No.
So why you are changing your voice?
I'm not changing my voice.
You are not?
No, but you do sound funny. I'm sorry. I'm on my laptop. I don't know why. Something.
Okay. So you are a Muslim, but you are not a Muslim. What does that mean?
Yes, I am.
You are a Muslim or not a Muslim?
I'm not from a Muslim family, no.
You are not from a Muslim family. What does that mean? You used to be the Pope before?
No, I used to be atheist.
You used to be atheist. What? Okay. What do you want to tell us about Islam? As long you used to be an atheist.
Well, just that I found that it was the answer. I found peace through it.
The answer to what? You find Islam is the answer for what?
The answer for everything I was looking. Well,
like what?
I mean,
like what?
I was
what
lost.
You were looking for? What you were looking for?
I was looking for, I guess, God in the sense of purpose.
And you found God? Okay. Can you describe for us the God of Islam?
The God of Islam is the only God, the one God.
Okay, what one God mean? Who cares if he is one or two or three? But who is he? Do you know who's he?
He's God. He's the creator.
Okay, do you think God, he think that the sun... do you have a swimming pool in your home?
I'm home.
But do you have a swimming pool there?
No.
Okay, well, I wish you have one, because Allah, he said that the sun set in the murky water.
I've heard this, yes.
Okay, so Allah, he is God, right? But why he think that the sun set in the water?
It was explained to me that even though I know Allah said it technically in the Quran, but it could be just the way of describing the scene, what was happening.
But he was not describing the scene. He says, and he found the sun setting in a spring of muddy, murky, hot, boiling water. And not only that, he found people next to it.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you think? God is God? And Muhammad himself, you see, the Muslims, if you are saying the truth, the Muslim did not tell you the truth, because Muhammad himself, he said the sun set in the murky water. Let me show you the hadith in the screen, and you can read with me. Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, this is the hadith, and the one is talking there is Muhammad.
So we read,
can you read it?
The sun found it in a spring of murky water.
No more. This is the Quran, and now I'm showing you the hadith. You will see it in a second, maybe.
Okay.
Do you see it? I was sitting behind the messenger of Allah.
Oh yeah, okay, I got it.
Okay, what do you think? Read it and tell me if you think Muhammad is a prophet or he's a liar. I want an honest answer from you.
Okay, do you want me to read it out loud?
Go ahead, yeah.
I was sitting behind the messenger of Allah, who was riding a donkey while the sun was setting. He asked, "Do you know where this sets?" Meaning the sun. I replied, meaning Allah. Wait, hold on. No. I replied, Allah and His apostle know best. He said, meaning Allah. Okay, it sets in the spring of warm water.
So do you believe Muhammad is telling the truth or he's a liar?
But how is this different from any miracle in Christianity or
What
miracles
is
in any
happening?
other?
What? Hold on. What miracle? We are talking about a God. He think that the sun, and he's a prophet. He think that the sun, they go and they take a dip and they swim in a muddy, bloody water when it is sunning. The sun is set. Is that true or it's false?
Okay, so I think it's true, but
You think it's true? The sun goes in
yes,
the sun goes in the water.
but not. Could say not every day though. I don't think it's like a. I think it
Not
happened
every day.
once.
What do you think? So the sun go in the water every few weeks or what?
Every day, I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't know how that works.
Okay. And when the last time you saw the sun going in the murky water?
It looks like that every time I'm.
Yeah, but here he's saying not look like it. It says that this is happening every day, as you see. In the sunset time, he said to him, "Do you know where the sun goes?" He said, "I don't know. Only you know. Allah knows." He told him the sun goes and set in the murky water.
It says that.
Yeah, I think you are a
See,
troll.
I
I think you are a troll, my friend. Don't call me again. We don't have time for stupidity. So, by the way, there's a scientist. His name Abdul Yama from Japan, very well known. He's the cousin of Suzuki Abdul always Suzuki, and he is the cousin of always Honda I lie always Honda. The family, all of them, they agree. All those scientists that the sun set in the murky water, but he is not sure that if this is happening every day. Not every day though. Yeah, Islam is the answer. Yeah, he was an atheist and now he's a Muslim, and from an atheist to a Muslim who believe in the sun setting in murky water. What a joker. Any Abdul? Why hang up? I have time. No time. We are here speaking to adults. We don't speak to kids. This is not. We are not here to play. Anyone? And by the way, those things only happen in the Middle East, as you see, like a fountain of youth, sunset in murky water, the fish escape, the whale escape, and then the fish to go back to our topic. Should you guys go to the topic? Okay, and then he says, so they came back, retracking their steps. Look how smart they are. See, brother? See how smart Moses and Yeshua, the son of Nun? They are retracking their footsteps. Unbelievable. How many of us can do that? How many, huh? Especially if you are walking in the asphalt in the street. You cannot do that. So, brother, look. So, retracking their steps, and then they found in the sea. They found what? In the sea. The way of the fish looking like a tunnel. See the fish, she jump in the ocean. She's diver. By the way, this fish is very good in diving. This is very unique kind of fish. They dive right away, like, you know. So she dive, and then because it's this is why I told you it's a whale. To the point it make a tunnel, and then Moses and his servant, they walk inside the tunnel in the sea, brother. I think now I understand why people they like movies like John Wick. I mean, I can't even believe it that people watch those movies. They keep telling me, "Did you watch John Wick?" John Wick. So I said to myself, "Let me see what this John Wick is." And it turned to be that this guy is a criminal, assassin, and he shoot everybody and he kill everybody. Is that what you like? I mean, how stupid the movie is. There's no ethic. There's no right and wrong no more. They are teaching you that you can be a killer and people love you. This is the whole point. This is the devil himself going inside your head. John Wick. A guy who go shoot everybody because they killed his puppy. I mean, he must be here. He's right. He should do that. This is what real men do, brother. And you wonder why people they turn to be criminals these days. Look at what you watch on TV. They make, you see, in the old days, even I changed the topic, in the old days they used to make movies where there is a good guy go after the criminals, right? Today, no. Today the heroes are the criminals. The good guys are killed like chicken. He shoot the police, he shoot, who care? I mean, he shoot everybody. Why did I watch that movie? No, people they told me John Wick, John Wick. I said, well, let me see what John Wick is. So I became curious. I want to see who's Prophet John Wick. Right? There is some static in my voice. Let me get the water of that fish. Anyway. So here, brother, they found the sea. In the sea, the way to of the fish looked like a tunnel. So there was astonishing event for his attendant. What? What does that mean? What? Any Muslim can tell me what does that mean? So there was an astonishing event for this attendant. That's so beautiful. Very, 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 very beautiful. And then, brother, and there was a tunnel for the fish. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Who here is like he is have a contact with some directors in the movie business? We can make a very nice fiction movie here. Here we go. All what we need is just a cartoon, 3D graphic. Fish was in the basket. The water touched the fish. The guy, he want to eat the fish. He remembered that the fish is gone. They go back. They found a tunnel in the water. They go inside the ocean, and the fish made a tunnel. And if you are telling me that this is not a true story, you must be crazy. It's obviously true. Isn't it obviously true? If we ask Zakir Naik, he will say to you, "Hey brother Thatar, when the Prophet Musa, and he wanted to find the Prophet Al-Khadr, Allah, he told him to take with him a fifth." Hey brother, is that a sardine? You idiot! You idiot! You think it's a sardine? It's not a sardine. It's a real fifth. Hey brother, in Arabic it says hoot. Brother, they call it hoot because it was a big fifth. But in reality, it's not a hoot. It is a fifth. Brother, and why Allah he told him to take the fish with him? You are an idiot again. Because simply, if the fifth is not with them, they will not know that this is the fountain of youth. So the drop of water will fill over the fifth. Okay, brother, What if the fish, they put it far away from the spring of water? And then how they will know that this is the fountain? Idiot! Again, you're an idiot. It's very simple. When you go to the fountain of youth, what the first you do? You wash your hand. And then what you do? You touch the fifth. And then the fifth will come to life. Brother, but the story says the opposite. It says that nobody touched the fish, even nobody remember it. Exactly. But Allah with them made a drop of water come from the fountain all over the fifth. Brother, don't you think that this is a fishy story, brother? The fifth story is you. And you are out of here. I don't want to hear faith. So beautiful. The stories must be true. And then, brother, he found a tunnel for the fish. And when they reached the rock, reach where? The rock. Oh boy. Not only a fish, a fountain of youth. No, there's a rock. Okay, what about this rock? By the way, like I have a phobia with rocks. Anyone remember the story of the rock? Anyone? Anyone remember when Moses, according to Muhammad, he put his clothing on the rock, and the rock, she stole his clothes? True story. Let me show it to you. We will go back to the fish story. I know you are excited with the fish, but we will take a commercial break with how like to buy security camera, so you no rock will steal your fish. I mean your clothes. I mean you took imagine you put your underwear on the rock, and then what's like what the rock took your okay. Let us see. Let us see the story. Here we go, brother. And this is additional story of Allah Prophet Muhammad. And those stories, by the way, as long the Prophet he told them, they are 100% confirmed to be true. Okay, what happened? Allah Messenger said, Prophet Moses was shy person. Oh boy. See, me and Moses, we share many things. Here we go, I found something. And used to cover his body completely of his extensive shyness. One of the children of Israel hurt him by saying, he covered himself, he covered his body only because he have some defect in his skin. Hello? Look at this idiot. So this guy, he was telling the Jews, he's a Jew, he was telling the Jew, Habibi Moshe Habibi, he have a problem in his skin, that's why he covers his skin, Habibi. So Allah wanted to prove to the Jews that he don't have any problem in his testicles. As you see here, it says hernia. I'm saying it correctly? I don't know how to say the word before it. Scrotal hernia. I think this is a disease will in the testicles, right? Man, they accuse the testicles of the Prophet to have problem, or he has some other defect. Allah wished to clear Moses of what they said. See, Allah is watching. Like what? You accuse the Prophet to have a defect in his testicles? No way. So when one day, while Moses was in a seclusion area, like nobody, as usual, he's shy, remember. See the story, how much it makes sense. He is very shy, so now he's going to an area where nobody is there. And he took off his clothes, and he put them on a stone and start taking bath. Story now is getting really exciting. And look what happened suddenly. When he finished the bath, he moved toward his clothes so as to take them, but the stone took his clothes and fled. Like what? You are a prophet of Allah, taking a shower, in a secluded area because you don't want anyone to see you, and you put your panty and your bra over the rock, and now the rock is stealing your clothes? And then Moses, he picked up his stick. Moses don't walk without his stick. Wherever he go, he take the stick with him. Moses picked up his stick and ran after the stone, saying, "Oh stone, give me my garment." Look at this, guys. Look at this. I'm going to go crazy now because this is true story. Guys, if I tell you, maybe you will not believe. In the Middle East, those things happen to us. I am a Middle Eastern, and you know it. Once, brother, I was me myself taking a shower in the Middle East, in a city, it's called Brazil, in Brasilia. And that city, brother, is a Middle Eastern city, Arabian city. By the way, we are the first one who discovered Brazil. And we have our friend, my uncle, his name is Shakespeare in English, but his real name is Sheikh Isper. He is the one who discovered Brazil. And anyway, this is in the Middle East, in Brazil, next to the river of Babylon in Brazil. So anyway, I took my clothes off and I was taking a shower. And then I put my clothes in a mountain, not in a rock. See, I'm smarter than Moses. I said to myself, you know what? Moses put his clothes in a rock, the rock took his clothes. I will put my clothes on the mountain. And guess what? The mountain took my clothes and started running. And I start going after the mountain. Too much static. What I would do? You guys, you got my story now. Anyway, so I went after the mountain and I was saying, stop mountain, let my garment. And the mountain, he looked behind and he laughed. However, I'm smarter than the mountain. Look what I did. I bought some crazy glue from Walmart and I put it from the other side of the mountain in case the mountain, he thought even about it. So when the mountain started running, he stepped in the crazy glue and he could not move no more. Oof. All of you have a static, or only some of you have a bad voice. Look like some of you have bad voice, some of you don't. I think YouTube is screwed up. How many of you have a problem? Let me exit Skype. Maybe that will fix. Anyway, so as you see, brother, here there is astonishing news. Moses, when the rock stole his clothes, bad voice. Okay, what I do? I mean, I think I have to hang up and go. You guys cannot hear me. Okay, we continue tomorrow the story. Sorry, I have to fix this issue. I don't know what's happening. My speed is not a bad speed really, but look like, you know, YouTube screwed up and we have to fix this issue. Yeah, no, it's not my mic. There's no way my mic. Hold on. Oh, okay, I think it's the mic. Are you all right? I hit the mic and the mic is working good now. Wow, it's my fault. Okay, it's the mic. So we will continue the story. Here, guys, you notice in this story, when Moses, his clothes was stolen by the rock, Moses was not astonished, like what? Rock and walking? No. It was normal. Look, he just said, oh stone, give me my garment. I will tell you why. Because those things happen to us in the Middle East every day. It doesn't matter where you put your clothes will disappear, your wallet, even your furniture. You go out of your home to do shopping for some grocery, you come back, you will find zero furniture at home. brother, because Middle East is a very safe land, very safe, brother, full of believers. This is why we put a lot of bars in our windows, and we have even bars in the front door. Yet they still, the stone, they steal our clothing. You will find even your closet is empty, totally empty, because, brother, the rocks are stealing the clothes. And here you notice, and this is why you notice that brother Moses, he was not surprised for seeing the stone stealing his clothes and running, because this is something normal. It happened all the time. The difference, brother, between this time and other time, this time Allah, he made the stone steal the clothes. And look at the wisdom of Allah, brother. So the stone took the clothes, and Moses now chasing it, and don't forget, he picked up his stick in his hand. And later you will see why he picked up his stick. Look, the author of the story is very smart. Take a note. He picked up the stick. It's like John Wick, he got his gun now. Okay, so he picked up his stick. Take a note, put a note there. And then he said to the stone, "Oh stone, give me my garment." And look at this stone. She did not stop. So he kept chasing the stone till he reached a group of the children of Israel who saw him naked. Me. Guys, imagine yourself, brother Moshe, and now you were chasing a stone. And because Moses now he's not thinking, he was just want to get his wallet. He have his credit card there, have everything. And you never know, he maybe have the Torah there. So brother, he kept chasing the stone, and suddenly he found himself downtown Jerusalem. And then the children of Israel, they look at his and they said to themselves, "Wow, wow." Not meow. There's a difference between wow, like in the Chinese, like a karate movie, like wow, like, you know, it's like astonishing. And they found him in the best of what Allah had created. Brother, what does that mean, brother? This is the Moses, you have the best, yeah. All is the best. I'm no comment, brother. Okay? And then, brother, and Allah created him for what he accused, cleared him from what he accused with. Look how smart Allah. So all this trick, brother, because people, they say that the Prophet Moshe, he have a problem in his testicles. And Allah wanted to prove to the Jews that the testicles of Moses are innocent of your accusation. Brother, isn't it a beautiful story? So rocks, brother, they run. Any Christian logically tell me how 1 + 1 + 1 equal to 1? Well, ask your God Allah, because He is the one who said that 1 is the word of God, 1 is Isa, and 1 is His Spirit. All of them, they are Jesus. So look like your stupid God is a stupid God. Sister, I agree with you. Isn't it your God? Allah says in chapter 4 verse 171, sister, that Jesus is 1 but 3. He is the word of God, Spirit proceeding from God, and a man in the same time. So how 3 can be 1? Are you there, sister? I agree with you. Allah must be crazy. Let me show you the verse, because you might say, you are asking how you Christians, you believe in that. First of all, we don't believe in 1 + 1 + 1. You idiot. It's Allah who believe in that. Let me show you. This is Allah saying that Isa is a 3 in 1. Hello? Are you there, sister? Look at this. O people of the book, commit no excuse in your religion, nor say of Allah aught but the truth. Christ Jesus, son of Mary, he was a messenger. Okay, let us take, this is number one, sister. He is what? He is a messenger. As a man, huh? Take a note. And then his word, the Messiah is the word of Allah. Okay, and he is a word bestowed on Mary, which means sent down from heaven, and the Spirit proceeding from him. So Jesus is, let us count together, one Habibi. Number one, Jesus is a man. This is your book, sister. Number two, Jesus is the word. Number three, Jesus in spirit. So how 3 in 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to Jesus? Are you there, Abdul? Where is the Abdul who was saying that to us? Are you there? So you Muslim make fun of 1 plus 1 plus 1, but this is what you believe. Christian don't believe in 1 plus 1 plus 1. Show me a verse in the Bible says that the Christian believe in 1 plus 1 plus 1. We believe in one God. We don't believe in 1 plus 1 plus 1. It's you who believe that Jesus is a 3 and 1 in the same time. Hello? Any Abdul? What is the logic? Why Jesus is a 3 and the same time he is 1? I'm really confused now. Which one is Jesus? Jesus is the Spirit, or Jesus is the Word, or Jesus is the messenger of Allah as a man? Not only that, brother. What about the Quran says that Jibreel is an angel, and Jibreel is a spirit, and Jibreel is a man? Look at this. Which one of them is Jibreel? Allah, he sent his spirit to Mary. We asked the Muslims, who is the spirit? He said Jibreel. Okay. Who is the Holy Spirit? They say Jibreel. Okay. Is it true that Jibreel is an angel with 600 wings? Yes, yes. Is it true that Jibreel appeared to Mary as a perfect man? They say yes. So how he is a spirit and a man and an angel, but yet is one? Any Abdul? Hello? What happened to the Muslims who were texting in the chat? They stopped texting. Okay, now we go back to the story, which is very interesting story, and many of you will convert to Islam because of it, because here we see a miracle, how Allah make the stone steal clothes, the same as I saw today in Walmart. A woman, she was doing shoplifting. Obviously she was doing it by the order of Allah, because look, shoplifting is ordered by Allah. This stone, she did wallet lifting, clothes lifting, and she ran away with the clothes of Moses. And by the way, when Moses, he arrested this stone, because the stone finally stopped. This is the wisdom of Allah, because Allah wants people to see that the testicles of Moses are very big and beautiful. And then till he reached a group of Bani Israel, and they saw him naked, and they found him in the best way you can imagine. Like, wow. And then the stone stopped, and Moses took and put his garment on and start hitting the stone with his stick. And brother, Prophet Muhammad saying, by Allah. Look, Muhammad now is swearing. This is a true story. By Allah, the stone still has some traces of the hitting there. 3 times or 3 or 4 or Muhammad, look how honest he is. He is not sure that the stick left mark. The stick left mark in the back of the stone. Guys, did you see that? So the stone who stole the clothes of Moshe, he took his stick and he started beating it, and then he left mark until now in the back of the stone. Who is a Muslim want to tell us about it? The guy who was saying, speaking about history. Hanan, are you a history person? Do you agree with the history of your prophet and what he said, or you don't want to talk about it? That the stone was doing shoplifting by the order of Allah, and Moses was beating the stone for being a thief. You know what? Why Moses did not cut the hand of the stone? It's just a question. Any Muslim can tell us? Shouldn't Moses maybe cut the hand of the stone? And by the way, how the stone she run? She have legs? Any Muhammadan? How the stone was able to run? Run, run, run away, run, run, da 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 dum, run, run, da dum, run away, run, run. And those Muslims who they are posting in the chat, why you don't call me, my friend? Call me. Silence me. Who wanna do so? And look, when the prophet he swear, that's mean he is 1,000,000,000% sure. This is a true story. Until now, brother, the marks of the stone of the beating is in the back of the stone. Ask me, ask me. I was there. Muslims, Muhammad is swearing that the marks of the stones in the back of the stones. Did Muhammad see that stone? Any Muslim can tell us? Hey guys, stop texting this guy. He called himself refuted, because you are adding my name next to his name, and that make it appear for no reason for me. So I will do this. I will force this guy to change his name. All the Muslims can refute me, but as you see, they don't dare to call me. They refute me, but this coward, he will not call me. Okay. How are you, Mr. Arabian Prophet? And the funny, your name is stupid, because you are saying your prophet is refuted. Oh, thank you. Isn't it stupid to call yourself Arabian Prophet refuted? This is exactly what we are doing here. Can you explain Jesus commanding? Isaiah was walking in the desert. You walk in the desert naked, so what? You see how silly you are? You're stupid. Do you know what English language I'm speaking to you? The guy was nobody there. So if he's naked, who? So what? I mean, who is silly? Who is stupid here? Do you see how silly and stupid you are? Donkey. He left as a donkey. He never came back as a horse. And I cannot make you a horse. Sorry. 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 Any Abdul? Guys, did you like my new language? I went to a different country. It's called Sri Lanka, and I learned there how to speak this language. Did I say doo-doo? Doo-doo is not good. Any Abdul? Anyone? Who is a Muslim want to tell us something? Who? Okay, Sam Shamoon is going to go live soon. Okay, I'm going to stop then, so you guys, you can join Sam Shamoon, and those who have a question about the Bible, you can ask a brother Sam. Is he live or not yet? Did he go live or not yet? He's going soon. Like how soon? It's too bad. Today we did not get any fish. No, in Thailand they don't speak like that. In Thailand they speak like this. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, sir. And you think like, what is that? Like boom, boom. You know? Like, what? Yeah? Hello? You feel like you are in the heaven of Allah in there. Everything is boom, boom. Hello? Any Abdul? Sam, he will not be live. I don't know, somebody's saying they will be live. Do we have any Abdul here? We are not leaving yet because they said Sam is not going live. I don't know. Any Muslim? Anyway, as you see guys, Islam is, you know, when a Muslim, he says to us, Islam makes sense. Islam, I mean, look at this. All of this because Muhammad, the fool man, he believed in a story told by the Jews. They tell to their babies, to their children before they sleep. This guy is a story collector. Any story he hear it around him, he put it in his book. Another example. There's a story, it's called The Seven Sleepers. Seven Sleepers written more than 400 years before Muhammad. And it's a fiction story. Written by a Syrian bishop to teach Christian youth that discrimination will not stop Christianity. We are victorious. So it's a fiction story. Muhammad, he took the story, he put it in the Quran, and he claimed that Allah told him the story. But this is a fiction story. Nothing there is true. Written more than 400 years before Muhammad. And the story written in a funny, hilarious way. Maybe tomorrow, if we come online again, we can talk about this story. Just remind me. Alright? He don't even know they are 5 or 4. They are 6 or 7. You know, they are asking Muhammad, they ask him, how many they are, Muhammad? And Muhammad, because he was afraid to give a number which will get him busted, so he said, some they say they are 4 and their dog is number 5. Some they say they are 5 and their dog is number 6. Some they say they are 7 and their dog is number 8. Say, only Allah knows. Say though, my Lord know best of their number. Look at this action. So all this drama to tell us Allah knows the best of their number. What is the answer? What the number? They are asking you a simple question. How many they are? Does the story need all this? Some they say they are 4 and their dog is number 5. And some they say they are 5 and their dog is number 6. And some they say they are 7 and their dog is number 8. Say, Allah only knows the true number. If. This is so deep, brother. This is so deep, brother. Michaela Terrell, I heard yesterday that Islam was created by Catholic Church because we wanted Israel. Esther Michaela, tell the idiot he told you that the only one who was fighting Islam for the first 600, 700, 800 years, 1000 years, it was the Catholic. So the one who told you that is a certified donkey. And you should give him a certification with your shoe. You can stamp the certificate with your shoe for him. Alright? Because who is the crusade, Michelle? The crusade are Catholic. Okay? Come to daddy. I mean, some people, they have a brain of a cat. Like even a cat, she don't say what they say. Meow. Stupid people. So, copy paste people. And I'm not a Catholic, by the way, but this is a lie. This is a very stupid lie. Very stupid lie. Big, big stupid lie. Come to daddy. Doom, you are copying. I have copyright over this. Come to daddy. Why you are taking it from me? I'm going to report you to YouTube police. Anyone saw the video of the guy who called me? He says he will report me to YouTube police. Actually, he did not call me. He made a video for me. He's from he live in the Emirate. His name is what? I forgot his name. So this guy, you know, I got him busted badly. So he said, you have no right to talk about what I said. I'm going to report you to YouTube police. I'm serious. YouTube police. You know? And the funny in the video, he wanted to show us the picture of his mother. His mother wearing burqa. I mean, where is the picture? She's wearing a burqa. You can see her, even her eyes. So where is the picture of your mother? You have a picture of a woman, of something covered by a sheet. And he was showing like, this is my mother. Like, where is your mother, man? We see the curtain. Anyway, it's good to take a picture like this for your mother-in-law. You know, you put it in the living room. This way you see nothing. It's just a curtain. Alright guys, I think we have enough for today. Otherwise the YouTube police will be all over us. Until we see you soon again, may the Lord bless you. And remember always that nobody can refute us because they have nothing. Islam is nothing. It's just a collection of stupid stories. Not like sometimes Muslims, they speak about logic. I mean, actually the word logic, by the way, is against Islam, because this is something created by the kuffar. Philosophy, all the Muslim, the one they call the Muslim philosopher, those are not Muslims in Islam, because the second you speak philosophy, you are not a Muslim. The second you speak logic, you are not a Muslim. All those names, the Muslim, they claim that they are proud about them. They've been accused to be apostate, and most of them, they get killed for being scientists. And then they fabricate a lie saying that Galileo was killed because he said the earth is not a flat. That's a big fat lie, Abdul. First of all, where in the Bible it says the earth is a flat? Actually, the Bible is the only book written thousands of years ago saying the globe of the earth, before your scientists even think about it. So this is absolutely a lie. Anyway, I want to say thank you. May the Lord bless you. And until we see you soon again, Christ is Lord and Islam is false. And don't forget, if you like to learn more, you can read my books. You can get them from Amazon.com. And soon more books will be published in different languages. So we will let you updated about them. Thank you and see you soon again. Take care.